What's been your impression of Coach McDaniel? What's it been like working with him?
It's been awesome. I mean, anytime a new coach comes in, it's always a questioning process of how is this going to work, how are we going to mesh. But he's done a great job of not only implementing his own things, but learning how we kind of learn so he can teach it in a way that we understand. So it's been amazing.
Going back at practice, sounds like you missed a little bit early on.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you just to get back out there and get moving again?
Right, obviously exciting. I mean, I think we did a positional drill where I probably shouldn't have popped someone, but a little too excited, hit someone a little too hard. But it's awesome to be out there.
What were you dealing with? Can you say?
Huh?
What kind of knick-knack injury were you dealing with?
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say.
I mean, what's your role in this room now? It seems like you're one of the elder statesmen around. What are you trying to do with some of those younger guys?
Right. I'm trying to pull them along, you know what I mean? Trying to instill the same. Everybody wants to be great, but it's like kind of showing them, not the steps because I'm trying to be great myself, but, bringing them along, encouraging them to be better, and then when they mess up, getting on them and then encouraging them to keep going.
What did you learn from someone like Tariq on that front?
Tariq was great on that. He was always selfless. Like, if somebody made a great play, he was excited for them. So I think just kind of bringing that in and just kind of being excited for everyone.
What do you want to show this spring and going into fall and building on last season?
Right. I think majorly I just want to, I want to clean up everything, just look a little more smooth. At times it was like the feet weren't working with the eyes weren't working with the feet. So I think just cleaning that up, kind of getting better in my drops, and as well as just, causing more takeaways.
What's the talking about bringing you guys along? What are you kind of seeing from them? I know some of them played really early too.
Right. I mean, everyone's taking massive steps. I think going from last season to this season, it's kind of night and day. You know what I mean? Like, guys are getting older. They're kind of like out of that, I guess, like half in, half out. You know what I mean? Everybody's in the boat, and we're ready to go.
What's the biggest thing Coach McDaniel brought to that room?
I think just a new outlook. I think when you hear information from one source, it's kind of like that's what's right, and anything else is wrong. So I think hearing from a different perspective and growing from that will produce infinite amount of growth.
When you go into a spring as a returning starter and a leader, is it a different approach for you than it was when you're kind of more of a follower and an underclassman?
Definitely, yes, sir. I mean, it's just trying to be a more. I'm not a more like rah-rah guy. I'm a more lead by example. Try to keep guys along. Talk to guys one-on-one. So I think it's more of that and just, like I said, bringing guys along and trying to build what we're trying to build here.
What last season, what you personally were able to do, tell you about what you can do in this league?
I think it was definitely like I thought, obviously with the confidence you bring in, like you think you can do it, but that's just used to see, like I put out that I can do it, so now it's just taking that extra step. It's being more of an influence on the game.
How do you do that? What are some of the things you want to do a little better on the field?
A little better. Definitely, like I said, I want to create more takeaways. I want to work on my drop so I can be in more windows so we're not getting picked apart in our zones. I want to continue to stop the run, and maybe even we got to do that a little better this year, but influence that as well.
What's the mentality of this defense in this spring ball?
It's intense. I mean, we went from number 1 defense to 61st. That's just not okay. So we're looking at every minor detail. Everyone's got a fire under their butt, and we're trying to get somewhere where we haven't been.